Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So on the ETH chart, we're dealing with the question mainly, is this a 1-2 setup? The movement that started in March 23, and is the move down a WXY in this wave 2, and has a low already been established on the 17th of August. You can see that the Fibonacci levels 78.6 to 88.7 Fib for the current wave 2 range from 1540 to 1460 roughly. They haven't been reached yet, but the golden ratio has of course been reached. I just took it out. I don't know why actually. The golden ratio was here 1667. I mean, that level has been reached. Price has already reacted to it. Yeah, we talked about that before. Let me take it out again. I just didn't want to have too many boxes on the chart, but this is sort of the next region that if price makes another low, price should get into and test. If this one fails, then we have some clarity and we will have to assume that it's not a 1-2 setup, but instead all of this is a wave 1. Yeah, all of this is a wave 1, and we come down deeper in a wave 2 and have to give it space all the way down to around about $1,200. But it's too early to confirm that. First of all, what we need to see is, okay, first of all, has ETH anyway produced a lasting low here on the 17th of August? And we're going to take a look at how that would work out, what we need to see for that. Until that's the case, I remain generally focused on lower, yeah. So while we said that on the larger time frame we focus on lower because a low hasn't been established yet, yeah, a lasting low. On the smaller time frame here, we're basically just tracking the bullish support level, and we'll see if ETH is able to put another high in place to form a fifth wave of a first wave, maybe even two more highs, yeah. And we need to see that blue wave count play out to really believe and have confirmation that a lasting low has been established here. If that's the case, if we see those 5 waves, then we can formulate the first pullback zone for the wave 2 to trade the third wave. Until then, the situation is very fragile. This still looks like a 3-wave move, can easily break down again. Wouldn't be surprised at this stage that it breaks down again until we have 5 waves up. And then we need to assess the structure and we can calculate a pullback zone for a wave 2. After 5 waves, we have strong clarity that a lasting low is in place and that also a correction should occur, a pullback in an ABC correction. So, and if we talk about relevant bullish support, we've got 1650 as key support for this blue 4th wave, unchanged from yesterday. This is the level, if price breaks below it, I think we have a first warning that here the short-term blue wave count is not going to play out, but it will not be invalidated until price breaks below the B wave low at 1624, which means that we can give the blue wave count a chance as long as we're holding 1624. I don't see any reliable trade setup here, I have to say that as well. The next reliable trade setup for me will occur after we have a pullback here in a wave 2. I mean, you can trade all sorts of time frames, but I'm talking about sort of this kind of time frame. Yeah, I mean, you can always go long against the relevant support level. That's up to you. You just need to be aware that obviously we only have 3 waves up. It can easily break down after 3 waves. Bear in mind, we have 3 waves down of the July high. We have 3 waves up so far. Doesn't really give us a very, very clear direction at the moment, yeah. Doesn't give us a very clear directional bias at the moment, and therefore all we do is track the relevant Fib levels, track the wave counts, and basically wait for the next reliable setup that we get onto this chart. Now, you could say that, okay, when we get back into this region here, yeah, I mean, 1650 is key support. We've already looked at that. If you look at the volume profile, you can clearly see there is a huge volume spike around 1650. So that should generate additional support. On the flip side, up there, around 1850 is going to be strong resistance. So it could very much be that we get to that level in a 5th wave. Okay, maybe not just in the 5th, maybe the 3rd wave isn't even finished and we push a little higher and then the 5th, but that doesn't really matter. That's just a detail. Important is to understand that 1650 is support and 1624 is sort of the invalidation point. And then we've got additional support at 1650 due to historical volume. The price was sort of drawn to that level like a magnet. And below that level, invalidation point, yeah. And up there, 1850 is key resistance. So, I mean, this looks actually a little bit like a range. We'll see. It also means that price could actually get quite quickly from down here to up there. And I mean, the rally shows you that. We already made basically 50% of the distance in just a day. But yeah, these are the relevant levels I'm watching for. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.